What's going on, guys? I'm Maze, here with my review of the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon anime episode. Episode 73, Team Rocket's Island Visiting, Get the Z Ring. With that title now said though, get relaxed everybody, as I will now jump right into this episode review. So the episode begins off with Team Rocket doing some sort of work that they need to do. And I just want to mention straight away that I love the Team Rocket slice of life moments in this anime so much. More than Ash's. And why that is because we get to see them do these many jobs that they need to do for money, which is kinda interesting to me and adds on to their adultish characters. Nicely done, anime creators. Anyway, going back to the story, Team Rocket then discussed to each other how they haven't been capturing Pokemon recently due to this other work that they have to do. And when Jessie goes to steal James's food for a break, Mareanie learns Knockoff after seeing his trainer in distress. And because of this, the trio finally have a Pokemon that can use a Dark-type move for their Dark Sea Crystal. So all that is next for them is to get a Z-Ring. And as this is just said, Giovanni then contacts the trio asking why he hasn't seen work from them recently, which Jessie then comes up with the excuse that they are trying to use the Z crystal they have, but need a Z ring. And Giovanni then actually tells them to go to Ula'ula Island because the island kahuna there could possibly give them one. And ooh, Giovanni knows Nanu. Their mystery is so exciting. We get more hints later into the episode and even within the next episode preview, but we'll save that for later. Regardless, for now, Team Rocket obey this order, and even Trick beware that they are still in the base. Why didn't you guys just do this earlier on in other episodes when you tried to capture Pikachu? Because it seems to work here. Although, as we can guess, it will end badly soon. Anyway, we then see Team Rocket arrive on Ula'ula Island via their hot air balloon, which is so great to see again. And they then meet up with Nanu after going to the location Giovanni told them to go to, so they can meet up with the kahuna. However, Nanu tricks the trio saying the kahuna is doing training and is not around, despite him being the kahuna. Why he did this though is because the trio got in a bit of a noisy trouble with his horde of Alolan Meowths. After this though, the angry trio then walk off, and Jessie accidentally breaks a seal of a Gengar who always stores stuff around the island due to her manners over not meeting the kahuna. Which the other new character, Acerola, told the story about the Gengar to her siblings beforehand, so we know its story. Also, I just want to say now that 1, I love how the anime creators gave a backstory on Gengar for the seal, and 2, welcome to the anime best skill. She even has the cat face. Bro, she's so cute. Anyway, Acerola hears that this Gengar broke free. And what a coincidence that you just told the story about it and it broke free. Anyway, when she goes to check out this Gengar, it then abducts her, and even Team Rocket's Dark-type Sea Crystal, then flying with Acerola high into the sky, which Team Rocket then decide to go chase after this Gengar, along with Acerola's Mimikyu on its own. However, when Mimikyu tried to do damage to this Gengar, it fell down to the sky, which resulted in Acerola jumping off the Gengar from a big amount of height just to save it. Like, damn, she even got hurt badly. But that's so sweet that she just jumped to save her partner. After seeing this though, Gengar then tries to start bonding with Acerola once it landed, as it showed that it only wants to be a friend, even trying to give her a lot of treasure just to show that it wants to be a friend. Which is cute. But Acerola just couldn't accept it. However, Team Rocket nearby then attacked this Gengar and managed to get their Sea Crystal back, then running away. However, this angers Gengar and he chases after them, even possessing Meowth and Jessie, which was just absolutely crazy but brilliant at the same time to see this in the anime. Anyway, once it's just Jessie possessed, James comes up with the idea to use Knockoff with his Mareanie on Jessie, as Gengar is weak to dark types, and this successfully worked as it flew out of Jessie hurt. And then, Acerola along with Nanu, because he heard commotion, then appear at the scene with Team Rocket, and Nanu then gives Team Rocket a Z-Ring to fully finish off this angry Gengar, because he was impressed with the work that they did so far to try and calm this Gengar down. And bruh, when Team Rocket used the Z Crystal, I did not expect all 3 of them to perform the Dark-type pose. Like, that was just so awesome, and shows great teamwork. In fact, that entire scene was absolutely brilliant. For sure the best scene within the entire episode. So awesome to see them finally use this C move. Of course though, it did defeat Gengar, and then Acerola, being the sweet person she is, says it will be friends with Gengar, like it wanted, simply because it was lonely and misunderstood. Look at that hug too when it found out. So cute. However, because Acerola called Nanu the Island Kahuna at some point, Team Rocket then realised Nanu tricked them and started to get mad at him, even talking about how Giovanni sent them, which Nanu then discovers that they are Team Rocket and let them keep the Z ring, which makes them happy and no longer get mad. However, I wonder why Nanu did that. We shall explain a little more about that later, along with my thoughts on Acerola's Mimikyu, as it was stated in this scene as well, that the reason why it can fly is because it's dead, which is wow. Talking about Mimikyu too, it then gives Jessie the exclusive Mimikyu Sea Crystal because it was impressed with its work it did within this episode too, which is awesome that Jessie has this. However, I was hoping she would get the Sea Crystal another way. But that's my only nitpick with this episode though. But continuing on, once Team Rocket, Nanu and Acerola go their separate ways for now, the episode then ends off with Ash on a boat to Ula'ula Island screaming that he is ready for his third island challenge, which is very exciting. But also, I want to say thank you creators. Thank you for not letting Ash interrupt the main story today. That was really nice. With that story now said though, let's now move on to my overall thoughts of this episode. Firstly, for the story, man, I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. But then again, it was a Team Rocket episode, and by thinking about it, Team Rocket episodes always entertain me, so yeah. Anyway, I just found this whole plot of Gengar to be a perfect way for Team Rocket to show their strength to Nanu, despite this ghost theme story being used before. So just that one Spiritomb episode from Diamond and Pearl. I got so much vibes from that. And fun fact, that is the third Pokemon episode I ever watched. Regardless of that though, yeah. As you saw from my reaction when reading the story out to you guys, I just found Team Rocket using the Dark-type Sea Crystal on Gengar 2 to be so amazing. We've waited such a long time to see this too. In fact, when this episode aired, it was one day short of being a full year since Team Rocket actually obtained the Dark-type Sea Crystal. So, it was so satisfying to see them finally use it. And it was actually a moment that made me jump out of my seat a little because of how hyped the moment was too. It makes Team Rocket an actual threat in this series, which is just so exciting. I cannot wait until they wreck Ash. In fact, just by thinking about it too, one thing I really liked about the Black and White series was how Team Rocket was actually serious and a threat. So I'm glad that's carried over into the Sun and Moon series. So, yeah, as you can see overall, this Team Rocket focus I believe was nicely done. Really good development. However, we ain't even halfway through of why I like this story too, as we've now got to talk about the new characters. Seeing as we just talked about how Team Rocket battled Gengar, let's talk about Gengar's character first. I loved how sweet it was. It wasn't actually a Pokemon that wanted to cause mischief, it just wanted a friend, which its moments to shed with Acerola was actually kinda cute, plus the whole backstory to it was very nice to add onto the story as it gave it more character, and just showed that even if it was greedy, it can have feelings too. AKA, wanting a friend as it was lonely. I don't know, hopefully that was enough to express of why I like Gengar's character. Oh, and one final thing too, I like how he will actually stay in the cast. But next up, let's talk about Acerola's character. Oh boy, she was just too damn cute. From the voice actor doing an amazing job for her voice, to how she looks in this anime, such as how she always has that cat face which is adorable, and how caring her character actually is. It was sweet to see her care for her siblings deeply, and even show love towards Nanu and this Gengar. You can tell Nanu likes Acerola so much too, but he always wants to act serious. Anyway, as you can hopefully see, Acerola is just the best girl. And no, I'm not ditching Lily. Game Lily I've always preferred over her anime self anyway, but her anime self is just so amazing too. But regardless, I just loved Acerola's character so much, and I cannot wait to see more from her. And I really hope that after the Ula'ula Island arc is over, that it won't be the last we see of her character. We need more of that cuteness and sweetness in the anime. She's bound to get some story added to her too, which makes me happy. In fact, because her Pokemon Mimikyu is dead, and I'm not joking, it got stated in the subtitles and magazine, hence why Mimikyu can fly and didn't do any damage to Gengar, Anyway, I wonder if that means that she's one of those people in the Pokemon world who are able to communicate and interact with ghosts, as she managed to pick it up if I'm correct, despite it being dead. So I'd love to know if that's the case with her character, and it will for sure add more character onto her, which would be so cool. Talking about her Mimikyu though, it didn't really get explained of why it goes from its normal colour to its shiny colour, which I hope that will get explained too, but it's still a very interesting idea to me. And because it's dead and floats around, that made for a really cool concept. We haven't really seen this in the anime before. And once again, it adds to the darkness of the series. You know, people always complain about how this series is comedic, but they drop bombs of Pokemon dying, from Meowth many times, to Stoutland, to Mimikyu, and then we even have scenes such as Acerola falling from the sky into many branches, and Meowth getting possessed. Like, man, this series does a good job of being dark at times. I really love the Team Flare arc for that too. But regardless, yeah, that's what I have to say for our Pokemon 2. I just like the dark vibe around it, you know? And it's such a cool concept, I don't know how people wouldn't like it. So with that said, let's now move on to the final character I have to talk about, which is Nanu. We didn't really see him much in this episode, however, thanks to how he acts, you can get a good idea of how he acts personality wise, which I like that personality, and it will for sure make great interactions between him and Ash in my opinion. However, what stood out the most to me in this episode of his character was his backstory with Giovanni. I'm so invested to find out why they knew each other and why Nanu actually allowed Team Rocket to keep the Z-Ring. Nanu is a police officer too, so he should know Team Rocket are bad guys. But then again, he really doesn't care that much, which I love, so that might be the reason why he allowed Team Rocket to keep the Z-Ring. But I don't know, I'm still so intrigued to see why Nanu and Giovanni know each other, cause the past is bound to be amazing. Which the next episode seems to be focusing on, so that's great. With all of that said though, that's pretty much my main thoughts on this story now said. There are little things I can't help but appreciate within this episode too, however I said all of it within the storytelling section, so we might as well now move on to the animation and music aspects of this episode. Firstly for the animation, it looked fluid throughout the whole thing, so that's good. However, my favourite highlights of the Black Hole Eclipse animation, that was kinda sweet. The little white effects that surround Acerola's Mimikyu, it helps show that it's dead, which is really nice added details, and it didn't really need to be there, but I appreciate that the anime creators added it. And finally, I just like the designs of all the new characters in this episode, including Acerola's siblings. As for the music aspects though, I'm not gonna lie, I for some reason didn't pay much attention to it within this episode like I usually do for other episodes. I don't know why, but anyway, I guess my favourite tune would be the Team Rocket theme that played when they used the Z move. It fits so perfectly. But everything else when skimming through the episode to check for tunes just sounded decent. So that's alright, and adds to the episode. With everything I've said in this video though, I've decided to give this episode a rating of 9 out of 10. It's enjoyable, and I hope you guys feel the same. In fact, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. I'd love to hear. But that wraps it up for my review now. However, to those wondering where my episode 71 and 72 reviews are, 1, I wasn't really feeling motivated to do those videos because I was really distressed. 2, it was 2 episodes, which one review already stresses me out to make every week. And 3, when watching the episodes, they were just pretty much decent, so I wouldn't even know what I would have said for the reviews. However, you can find my little thoughts on them episodes on my Twitter, @EntityMaze. So yeah, those are the 3 reasons. I hope you guys can understand. And to those also wondering, I'm feeling 50-50 mood wise, as I stated in one of my previous videos that I wasn't really doing so good. Luckily though, Pokemon is making me smile at least. We shall soon see when I fully recover though. Thank you all for caring. I didn't expect so much comments about it too. Regardless, I'm going to end off my video here now. So if you enjoyed this review, then please be sure to leave a like and a subscribe for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad. For now, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.